Welcome back to Houston Life and welcome to the Houston Grand Opera's costume and wig shop, which actually used to be a bank once upon a time. Now it's just a vault of beautiful costumes and wigs, including costumes for Porgy and Bess. And Kristen Burke, you're the production manager. You have a lot to organise within the HGO. And I mean, you're not just working on Porgy and Bess, you've got 7 other productions going on right now.
We do. We have 7 other productions in the season that we're working on. Some are rentals, some are brand new. And Porgy and Bess is a rental for us, which means we've rented the costumes from Washington National Opera and the scenery from Glimmerglass Festival Opera. And it means that they send us the whole package, and then we'll take it, look at the sizes of the costumes, and see how they fit on our cast and our performers, because they'll be totally different than whoever just did it in Washington National Opera last spring. And so our team will start anywhere from 18 months to a year beforehand, looking at those costumes, assigning them to performers, and then once the singers get here, the real work starts, where they're fitting, they're adjusting, making alterations, maybe building new. Maybe a costume came that just doesn't fit the performer that we have. So, and then they'll take that all the way through to opening night, through the dress rehearsals. We're continuing to make alterations. That's what our team right now is doing, is some of our final fit and final alterations to make it just sparkle on opening night.
Wow, because I guess you got to sit through dress rehearsals.
Yes.
and you actually make changes after.
Yeah, our team will make a change. Maybe a hem is too long, or maybe a cut just doesn't look right on a specific performer, and we'll continue to make adjustments as we go.
That is so amazing. Are we able to look? You've got some of the costumes here. Like you haven't sent them over to the Wortham just yet?
No, we haven't sent them back to the Wortham. They came over for final alterations. They're about to head back, but if you come with me, we can show you the whole show.
Okay. Oh, wow.
So this is where all of our costumes are getting prepped to get on the truck one last time to get over to the Wortham. So you'll see everything is tagged and ready to go. These are Angel's costumes, getting their final touches on them. You'll see this costume is really exciting to me because every costume has these tags for everybody who's ever worn them. And for our opera lovers out there, you'll see the last person to wear this was actually Denise Graves. Huge name in opera. We love her. And so now Lachelle Allen is going to be able to get to wear this costume that an iconic singer wore just before her.
That must be so exciting to see who's worn a costume before you.
Yeah, the history of the costumes are amazing. Opera productions can stay around for decades, actually. And it is such fun to get to look back and see where the costume has been, what cities it has gone to, because each city, each company has its own tag, and then each singer gets, so probably the last thing to get done on this one is actually going to be to sew Lachelle Allen's tag into it, and she can join the history of this costume.
So these costumes were designed by Paul Tazewell 20 years ago.
Nowadays we know him from Wicked because he designed the costumes for the movie Wicked.
Just won an Oscar.
Just won an Oscar. And, but he has been in the theater and opera scene for 20 plus years. And these are his original designs.
This is a really interesting thing. You talk about making adjustments or remaking costumes, but when a costume designer has designed the costumes, they own the copyright. So it's quite complicated. You can't just come in and say, oh, that's torn, let's throw it out, let's start again, get a similar fabric. You have to consult with him and talk to him about what he created first.
Yeah, we want to honor their design as well as there being copyright rules to go along with, but we want to honor what they originally were bringing to the production. And so there continues to be 20 years later dialogue with him or someone that he says, I trust this person to bring my vision to life. And so we'll work with them to get as close to the original designs as possible.
I'm thinking that I'm going to see these brand new costumes, but you can see this is Angel Blue. Is this her? Yeah, this is in hers. She wears this. You can see there's pools and it's a well-worn dressing gown because these are really real characters. They're living on stage and they're living in clothes that they would have worn every single day.
Every single day. So all of that is intentional. All of that is part of the design. And our team here can take a garment and they'll distress it, they'll dye it down to make it look well worn. And that's all just part of the designer's choice and aesthetic.
Is everyone excited for opening night? Do you sit there nervous or excited? What's it like for the costume department?
They've moved on.
Well, seven productions.
7 productions, they're already working on the next ones. No, they get real nervous right around piano dress and final dress that's when their work is on display for everybody to see. So by opening night, they're like, we've got it. Next.
So Houston, these costumes are ready for us for opening night. Porgy and Bess just a few days away. Kristen, thank you so much for your time. This has been so exciting to have this behind the scenes look. But guys, just unreal. Did you see this? Look at this. This is just so magic. I'm going to leave you with this look of all the names that wore this costume before. So, so cool.
Wow, a lot of history right there. Yeah. That is super cool. For more info and a link to buy tickets, you can visit hgo.org. You can also call the box office, 713-228-6737.